Majo TV News. Ondo Governor Ayedatiwa approves 2025 student scholarship and bursary. Resident doctors give federal government 10-day ultimatum for strike to commence. Nigeria pledges stronger ties with Trinidad and Tobago. World leaders gather in China to celebrate 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. Welcome to the news on Majo TV. My name is Comfort or Shinaiki. The news in details. Ondo State Governor Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa has approved the disbursement of 350 million naira for the 2025 scholarship and bursary scheme for indigents of the state studying in tertiary institutions across the country. This year's allocation surpasses that of 2024, when 335 million was released to the 11,200 beneficiaries. In 2024, the governor also reviewed the bursary upward from 10,000 naira to 20,000 naira, while students with disabilities received 75,000 naira each, and scholarship recipients got 100,000 naira each. The 2025 package will benefit about 12,000 students, covering 5 categories including medical and law students, as well as students with disabilities. Governor Ayedatiwa restated that his administration places education at the center of its development agenda, describing it as the key to unlocking the potential of the younger generation. The Ondo State House of Assembly has assured that development of the state-owned media outfits will be a priority of the legislature because of the strategic place that information dissemination occupies in ensuring harmony and advancement of society. The chairman, House Committee on Information, Mr. Olatunji Fabiyi, made the promise during a familiarization visit to Owena Press Limited, publishers of the old titles. Mr. Fabiyi stressed that Owena Press has all it takes to compete favorably with other media outfits in the country and to achieve Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa's vision of Owena Press being the best among its peers in the Southwest to begin with. Earlier, the chairman of Owena Press Limited, Mr. Kayode Fashua, appealed to the House of Assembly to assist the organization in its quest to be upgraded to a corporation. Who said Owena Press has very competent staff to make it the pride of Ondo State, lamented the condition of the organization's infrastructure and operating tools. He also urged the House Committee on Information to help push the organization's request for its staff to be pensionable after retirement. Kebbi State's suspected political thugs have attacked the convoy of former Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami in Birnin Kebbi. The incident happened shortly after his return to the state. About 10 vehicles were destroyed and several of Mr. Malami's supporters were injured because of the attack. He explained that he was in the state's only condolence to prominent families and not for political activities. He explained that he was in the state on the condolence visits to the prominent families and not for political activities. The All Progressive Congress in Kebbi, however, denied any link or knowledge of the violence. The party spokesperson, Mr. Isa Isalafi, condemned the attack and said Kebbi State remains a peaceful state, while also alleging that security operatives in Mr. Malami's convoy escalated the situation by opening fire. In Kano State, police have arrested 107 suspects for involvement in a range of criminal activities including armed robbery, drug trafficking, vehicle and motorcycle theft, and thuggery. State Commissioner for Police Ibrahim Bakare gave the information during a press briefing where he also displayed recovered exhibits from various operations carried out in August 2025 since the launch of Operation Kukankura on July 1st, 2025. The command has recovered over 473 dangerous weapons and a large cache of guns, marking a significant stride in the fight against criminality in the states. Border communities hold a critical role in the safeguarding Nigerian security and must be fully integrated into the nation's defense strategy. That's according to the Chief of Defense Operations, Major General Amacha Onuguru. He stressed that empowering borders communities to collaborate, the security agencies will help curb the influx of criminals and enhance intelligence gathering. Ahead of the 2027 presidential election, some concerned stakeholders of the People's Democratic Party are warning against any form of microzoning of the party's tickets and are demanding the immediate conduct of congresses in the FCT. This was the resolution reached by a group after long hours of closed session at the Federal Capital Territory Minister's official residence in Abuja. Furthermore, the group threatened to invalidate the upcoming PDP National Convention if the demands are not met. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has issued a fresh 10-day ultimatum to the federal government to meet its outstanding demands or face a nationwide strike. President of the association, Dr. Oshundara Tokpe, said at the end of its meeting, expressed the association's frustration over government's failure to address long-standing welfare concerns despite earlier engagements. Among its demands are the immediate payment of the outstanding 2025 Medical Residency Training Fund to all eligible resident doctors, prompt settlement of 5 months arrears from the 25% to 35% commence review, as well as other salary arrears. NAD is also demanding the payment of the arrears of the 2025 allowance. Dr. Tokpe said the ultimatum, which expires on Wednesday, September 10, would mark the association's final warning. Nigeria has extended warm congratulations to Trinidad and Tobago as the Caribbean nation marks its independence anniversary. Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Toga described the anniversary as a celebration of the enduring spirit, unity, and determination of the people of Trinidad and Tobago in their pursuit of sovereignty, democracy, and progress. He noted that Nigeria shares in the joy of the historical occasion, highlighting the common values of freedom, resilience, and sustainable development that bind both nations. Nigeria and Trinidad and Tobago enjoy long-standing cordial relations, strengthened by shared membership in the Commonwealth and collaboration in culture, education, trade, and multilateral diplomacy. The two countries also partner in global platforms such as the United Nations and the African, Caribbean, and Pacific group of states to advance peace, security, and equitable development. Reaffirming Nigeria's commitment to deepening bilateral cooperation, Ambassador Toga emphasized the importance of expanding avenues of collaboration for the mutual benefit of both countries. He conveyed Nigerians' best wishes for continued peace, prosperity, and national advancement to the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago. The Sudanese Liberation Movement Army (SLM) is appealing for help from the United Nations after a landslide in the western Darfur region destroyed an entire village. According to the rebel group that controls the area, an estimated 1,000 people have died and they need assistance in recovering bodies buried by the landslide after heavy rains. The Sudan Liberation Movement Army issued the statement reporting disaster in the Maram Mountains area of Darfur. SLMA stated that the landslide occurred on Sunday following days of heavy rainfall in the area and the village of Tarasi. The ruling Sovereign Council in Khartoum says it mourns the deaths of hundreds of innocent residents. News of the disaster comes as Sudan's ongoing war, now in its third year, plunges the country further into one of the world's worst humanitarian crises, with famine already declared in parts of Darfur. As the world prepared to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II on Wednesday, over 20 world leaders are already arriving Beijing, the Chinese capital venue for the celebration. One of the surprise attendees is the North Korea leader Kim Jong-un, who has already arrived Beijing. Mr. Kim is expected to join other world leaders in a military parade in Beijing, marking Japan's surrender 80 years ago, ending the Second World War. This is Mr. Kim's first trip to China in 6 years and the first time he has ever attended an international gathering. Meanwhile, Chinese President Xi Jinping has been holding talks with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, in the Chinese capital. Mr. Xi, who said Beijing is willing to work with Moscow to promote the construction of a more just and reasonable global governance system. In his remarks, the Russian President Vladimir Putin described his meeting with Mr. Xi as his defining and strategic moment in the relations between both countries as at unprecedentedly high level. The latest talks follow their meeting at the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. And that was the news on Majo TV. My name is Comfort Oshinaiki. Thank you for watching.